Hi, my name is Bonnie McCoy, and I want to give you my testimony. I want to start out by saying that when I was a child, ever before that I knew who God was, I was born and raised in the hills of West Virginia, and I so enjoyed God's creation, and I played in those mountains. It's beautiful. And I truly enjoyed every branch, bud, leaf. I was constantly making little discoveries, and I would lay on my back and I would watch the clouds go over on a sunny day, and I would watch and see what types of forms I thought they were making and things like that. And as that went on, I began to feel there was someone with me, someone watching me, someone protecting me and caring for me. Eventually that became tangible. I realized that God was with me, even to the point to where I could literally see an outline. I could see no features, but I could see an outline. Down below where I lived, where my house was, there was railroad tracks because it was a coal community, a coal industry, and railroad cars used to go out of there bringing the coal on the coal cars. But the tracks had grown over, and there was a little bunch of trees, a cluster of trees, that had grown into like a circle, but yet had an opening, like a doorway. And I went inside there one day, and no, I wouldn't advise anybody to just go and do this, because we do have poisonous snakes in our area. But I felt no harm. I felt protected, and I felt peaceful, and I could see his outline. And I went in there and I lay down and I slept. I slept for hours. I guess what I want to say here is that I truly believe that every child is born with the ability to see into the spiritual realm. And then we get up to a certain age and Satan attacks. And he did a number on my life. And I became very confused after that. And although I was raised in a Christian home, we didn't have a lot of Bible study. I think at the time that I was growing up, my parents, their church had split, and they weren't attending at the time, even though they were believers. When I became 16, I began to attend a church, and I got saved. I went to the altar, I got saved, I got baptized, and my parents came back into church and lived out the rest of their days. And so did my brother and his wife, and my other brother and his wife. As for me, I guess I have a very similar story as to Joyce Myers, as far as attending church and not really truly having a great understanding of what it was all about. So for years I was in and out, and I knew that God was not pleased with that. But in '06 I had something very tragic happen in my life. And when that happened, I just totally surrendered to God. And I'm going to stop my testimony here because it goes into greater detail. But I'd like to end it by singing a song, and I'm going to have to stand up to do this. Oh, the holy hills of heaven call me to mansions fair across the sea, where loved ones wait and crowns are given